welcome you, friends, at the next meeting in our Wish Fulfillment Club. Today will be the alignment. This is a classic Celtic cross layout, which is used to clarify specific issues or general reading of the situation. Since you are watching this video now, it means that this is the alignment you need to clarify the situation, to get an answer to your question. Relax. Try to let go of all your thoughts and just think about the question on which you want to hear advice from the universe. I remind you that these cards are not fortune-telling. Through these cards, you will understand that influences your situation and what a new way of your action should be for a positive solution to the issue. So, let's start. Let's look at the first map. Consider it carefully. You see some unknown formidable beast. A fragile, defenselessly snagged girl is sitting on it. The map suggests that perhaps you are not quite sure of yourself right now. You are worried about yourself or about the fact that you may be misunderstood. The reasons for this may be different. Perhaps you are now entering or you have a desire to do differently in contrast to generally accepted standards. Or maybe you don't like something about yourself, your appearance, for example, or you are not confident in your abilities. Throughout life, a person is often taught that he is far from perfect. Very often we hear that success, fame, wealth are the lot of the chosen. But in fact, any person has unique abilities and qualities, and to achieve true success, it is necessary to stop following generally accepted standards and go your own way. You have unique qualities and abilities. Therefore, whatever your question is now, you need to remember that you will succeed when you go your own way. You are capable of achieving success. There is no need for you to play someone else's game. Set your own rules. Do exactly as you think. In order to set your own rules, you need to allow yourself to be yourself, and you can do it. Now we will open the second card and see what it says. In this scenario, the second card clarifies the situation even more clearly. Look at the second card. It confirms that you are too worried about yourself. Look, this is you riding in a carriage driving by a line with wings. People are looking at you from above. This means that you feel different from everyone else. You don't like something about yourself. Often people don't like something about their appearance, or they believe that they lack some abilities and talents. Perhaps you think you don't know how to communicate with people, or you lack wit. Most people are dissatisfied with themselves in some way. Some often compare themselves with others. Ask yourself if you want to be like everyone else or still be yourself. Remember that you are an individual and your abilities and talents, and any apparent disadvantage is always balanced with advantages. Physical shortcomings are perfectly compensated by self-confidence. The lack of beauty is compensated by charm. The inability to communicate freely can be replaced by the ability to listen. Therefore, if you now think that you are not good enough to something, stop thinking about it. Don't struggle with our shortcomings. Switch your thoughts to your virtues. Visualize yourself like this when your virtues manifest themselves most vividly, and your anxiety about your possible shortcomings will go away. Think about your strengths. You can write them down and periodically reread and praise yourself. You have very good qualities. You have talents. Think about it, and we are looking at what the next card will say. The next card says that you shouldn't strive to meet someone else's standard, otherwise you will lose yourself. You see a poor lost person on the map. No matter what your question was, think about it. Perhaps you are a girl who wants to meet some standards of beauty, but at the moment you are different from these standards and are worried about it. Or another option, perhaps some of your girlfriends or friends have become successful in some area, and you are trying to keep up with them, but you are not succeeding. Of course, you have your own situation, but in this situation you most likely want to meet someone else's standards, someone else's requirements. You don't have to do this, otherwise you will lose your individuality. Remember, the true success is achieved only by those people who have dared to break the rules and go their own way. But this doesn't mean that you have to go against everything and everyone. No, you just need to act consciously. You are a unique person, you are individual, endowed with your talents, and you need to realize this and go in this direction. In you occupy a certain place in some structure, then strive to establish your new rules without violating the old rules or the structure. The structure can be your job, your family, and a circle of people with interests. Go to the next map, and what we see on it. Here the girl looks in the mirror. And what does she see? In fact, it is a mirror of the world, and the world is what you think it is. For someone, he is cozy, friendly, and joyful, and for someone, aggressive, gloomy. Your world will be the way you see it. If you think that all the best has already gone to others, then so it will be. If you are pessimistic and full of doubts, then they will definitely be justified. When a person is set up that something bad is waiting for him, then most often it happens. And when a person thinks that the world has reserved the best for him, then it comes true. Answer yourself honestly. What's your world like? Remember, you are worthy of everything you dream of, and the map says that you have the opportunity to create your own world the way you want it to be. In continuation of the previous map, of course, we are talking about the fact that you don't need to look at anyone and adjust to someone's opinion. In order for the situation to develop in your favor, you need to first create in your head the picture that you want to implement. That is, you need to visualize your world as you want it to be. Imagine that everything has been realized exactly the way you want it and allow yourself to have it. Reality will change according to your intention. Let's open the next card. This card tells you what happened to you earlier. Consider the map. You see a little man standing on the palm of a giant. This little man is you. You are standing at the entrance to a beautiful world, but you don't not dare to enter. This entrance is guarded by a gatekeeper, and he lets into this world only those who are confident in themselves. Allow yourselves to have everything you want, and the gatekeeper will allow you to enter this wonderful world. Perhaps earlier you didn't have the courage to allow yourself to do as you want, to have what you want. Many are convinced that they cannot become successful. Many believe that others became successful because they were chosen by society, because they had some special talents. In fact, it's not like that. Those who are now successful, who have come to their goal, have chosen their own path. They themselves decided that they would be successful no matter what, and the universe opened the doors to success for them. This applies not only to success in business. Perhaps you are a girl in love or a guy who doubts his attractiveness and is afraid that you will not be reciprocated. Look around and you will see a lot of couples where there is a handsome guy next to a seemingly quite ordinary girl and vice versa. When you want to achieve something, you need to be completely confident that you will get it, not just to hope, but to have a firm intention to get it. Develop yourself, your talents, your personality. Take the right to be chosen in this world. Say to yourself, from now on, I choose myself. The universe has everything you want. The gatekeeper will open this world for you when you decide that you are worthy of it. Since this card fell on what happened to you earlier, it means that you are at a transitional stage. Start managing your reality in your own right now. Look at the next map. It tells you what new action you need to take to get what you want. A very interesting map. Consider it. You see the king sitting on the throne, issuing decrees. The map says that you have been mentored all your life, given advice on how to act, what to strive for. Now you need to take it as a basis to set your own rules. It's up to you to decide what is right for you and what is wrong, because you shape your own world. You have the right to determine that what others think is wrong is true, unless, of course, it won't harm anyone. The right to make decisions independently is freedom from those circumstances that hinder you on the way to the goal. There are as many people in your life as there are opinions. Who should I believe in this case? So it turns out that you're either the one who accepts someone else's opinion, or the one who thinks independently and consciously makes decisions. But when making decisions, you should not rely only on reason. Don't forget that after making a decision, immediately pay attention to what your soul is feeling at the moment. If the soul is calm and joyful, then the decision is correct. Feel free to implement it and don't hesitate. Doubting, you will act incorrectly. You need to be sure that you are right, and then you will succeed. The next card tells you how you feel about your question. And again we see the girl. Only now she doesn't look in the mirror but draws a self-portrait. What does a person usually do when he sees that something is not being implemented the way he would like? He tries to change the external circumstances. As in this map, the girl is going to change something in the image standing on the easel. Tell me, if she changes some features in her portrait, will these features change in her? Of course not. First of all, you need to change your image so that your reflection changes. The repetition in the layout of the cards, where you are standing in front of a mirror and in front of an easel, suggests that you first need to sort out your thoughts. You need to remove from your thoughts everything related to discontent, unwillingness, rejection, disapproval, disbelief in success, and so on. All such thoughts should be thrown out and never come back to them. Your thoughts should be focused on what you want and like. Don't think about what you don't like. Think only about what you want. Do so and everything will change in your favor. However, be repeated that these changes may not happen immediately. It will take some time for your world to rebuild. It may even be that there will be some trouble at first. Don't worry, it will be a temporary difficulty. You know how it happens, for example, when moving to a new place of residence, there are many different difficulties and inconveniences. So different things can happen to your world. However, if you yourself purposeful send your thought forms into the world and in spite of everything express a positive attitude, then everything will be your way. By the way, we learn how to manage our thoughts and create our reality in our Wish Fulfillment Club. Join us if you are not with us yet. So friends, we have 3 more finishing cards left. Let's see what they advise in your situation. This is a wonderful map. She says that you are really a unique person. You have no competitors in your uniqueness. Take the right of your uniqueness and you will get a huge advantage over the rest. If you are trying to be like someone right now, then don't do it. Otherwise, you will become just a copy of the one you strive to be like. When you stop trying to be like someone else, you will succeed. When you stop repeating someone else's experience, you will succeed. When you yourself recognize the beauty and strength of your individuality, you will succeed, and others will agree with it. Your task is to allow yourself to be yourself. You're able to achieve great results on your own. Perhaps up to this point you have tried to be like someone else or do as others tell you. Tell me, did this prosperity, success, happening bring you? Probably not. You don't need to change yourself. You really deserve the best. You're a wonderful, amazing, and unique creature. Just let yourself be like that. What do you need to do to achieve what you want? Look at the map. You see a person looking into the distance and thinking about something. Whatever your question is now, you certainly want everything to be realized in the end exactly as you need it. To do this, you need to apply a visualization technique. Using this technique, you will be able to materialize what you want. You need to turn in your thoughts a picture of where your goal has already been achieved. These are not useless dream. This is a specific job. You imagine that your wish has already come true, that everything has been realized the way you need it. At the same time, you need to feel the appropriate emotions, a feeling to joy and satisfaction. Don't think about how this can happen. In due time, by the power of your thought, the necessary events and people will catch up. Everything will go the right way. Just paint a picture of what you want in your head. Immerse yourself inside the picture. Pretend as if everything is really happening. If the picture is not very clear, don't worry. The main thing is to engage in visualization systematically and with pleasure. Then you will attract what you want. In order to learn how to visualize the fulfillment of your desires, it is good to use meditation. Meditation helps to get rid of extraneous thoughts from your head and think only about what you want. The concentration of thoughts allows you to realize desires. And we have one final card left. Let's see what it tells us. Friends, I'm very happy for you because the final card says that you will be able to take control of your destiny into your own hands. When you take control in your own hands, your life will no longer depend on circumstances. Life is like a river. If you don't go with the flow, but row yourself, then you have the opportunity to choose the direction, and as a result, be where you want to be and have what you want. Look at the map. You're the winner. Whatever your question is, you will be able to make everything happen in the best way for you. Perhaps you have set yourself same goal, but its implementation seems difficult to you. Perhaps your question is related to the fact that you are afraid that the result won't be in your favor. Perhaps you don't know what to do in this situation. In this case, your mind prevents you from reaching the desired result. Because the mind doubts, it doesn't understand how it can be done so as to achieve their desired. You need to stop thinking about the means to achieve the goal. Focus on the goal itself. As I said earlier, scroll through the picture of the realized goal in your mind, and there will be changes in your world that will lead you to the goal. Everything will be as you want. So, friends, let's look at all the cards and summarize. The cards indicate that you are not quite sure of yourself right now. You are not confident in your abilities. You doubt your talents. Perhaps you are not even satisfied with everything in your appearance. You are worried about it. You think you won't be able to achieve what you want. Perhaps you have an idol or people you want to be like, but you think that you are not good enough for this, that you will not succeed as they do. Perhaps you have some kind of goal, but you doubt that you have the strength and abilities to realize it. Stop thinking about it. The cards say that you're a unique person. You have all the talents you need. Stay by yourself and you will succeed. Go your own way. You need to throw out all negative thoughts and think only positively. Right now, think about your question and what kind of result you want to get for yourself. How would you like the issue to be resolved? Now imagine that everything has been realized exactly as you want. Place yourself now in the future, when your question has been resolved in accordance with your desire. How do you feel about it? Remember this picture and your feelings. Now constantly, preferably every day, visualize this picture. Don't think about how this will happen. The main thing in your thoughts is to allow yourself to have what you want. Remove all doubts and fears. The universe will open up opportunities for you. Friends, I hope that our meeting today was useful for you and you had for yourself what will help in your further actions. We are waiting for you in our club, where you will be able to program your own reality, create your own happy future. I am waiting for your feedback, questions, impressions, insights, and suggestions. Always glad to communicate. Bye.